Okay, so good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, how are you? Say hi to Roy and Tiffany, Lauren.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so for today, so we are going to discuss about, okay, so we have here completing the square, right? Okay, isn't it we are done with the square of binomial?
Yeah.
Okay, we are done with the square of the binomial. So we have, isn't it, x plus 5 squared. So how do we get, again? We have x plus 5 squared. How do we get your answer? What's our answer here?
X squared.
Isn't it we square the first term?
Yeah.
Mhm.
X
So we have
squared
x squared. So this is addition, so we just put plus.
10
And then multiply the first term and the second term
times
times 2. So what would be the answer here?
10x.
Okay, so it would be 10x. And then square the last term.
25.
Okay, we have the last term 5 times 5 or 5 squared, that would be 25. So this time we are going to use this concept on our next lesson, and it's all about completing the square. Okay? So how about this one? X minus 6 raised to 2. Sophia, what is the answer for this?
It'd be x2.
X squared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus.
Is it plus? We have x minus 6.
Oh yeah. It'd be minus.
Okay, it would be minus
36x.
6 times x.
Oh, you just multiply.
And then multiplied by 2.
12x.
So this would be 12x. Then square the last term.
Negative. What is it? 36.
Positive 36. 6 times 6. Negative times negative is positive. Okay? Okay. So completing the square. For example, we have here, example number 1, we have x squared plus 26x. So what would be our last term here? To make it a perfect square trinomial. Do you have any idea? To make this one
13.
like this, what would be our third term to make this a perfect square trinomial?
13.
Hmm?
13
13? How did you get 13?
is just divided 26 by 2.
Okay, so we are going to just get the middle term, divide by 2. So what is 26? Divide by 2. We have 13. And then we square 13.
169.
So this would be our last term. 169. 169. So let's check. Isn't it this is x plus 13 squared. Okay, how about this one? We have x squared plus 14x. So what would be our last term to complete this square?
So
Can you solve on the board?
49.
We have the middle term is 14x. So we just divide by 2, right? And then square. So the answer would be 49. And that's correct. Easy?
Mm-hmm.
Still easy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how we start. Okay, how about if we have number 3, x squared minus 6x. Sophia, would be the answer here. X squared minus 6x.
No. Oh. Are you adding anything to it?
What would be the last term?
It would be plus
Plus,
9.
that's correct. Okay, so we just divide 6 by 2, then squared. How about this one? X plus 4 over 3x. What would be our last term?
2/3.
2/3?
No.
Okay,
No.
what are we going to do? Again, the middle term, right? We are going to divide by 2 and then square the answer. What is 4 over 3 divided by 2? Isn't it? This is 2 over 1, right? And then we can just 4 over 3 multiplied by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 2 over 1 or 2? That's 1 half. So this would be 4 times 1, 4,
6.
3 times 2, 6. And then
2/3.
you just squared. Squared.
So I was right.
Yeah. So that would be 16 over, isn't it this is 2/3 also?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why I
correct.
said 2/3.
But you still
I
need
didn't
to
square.
square. Okay? So we can just lowest term this one. So this would be 2/3 then squared. So that would be 4
9.
over 9. I repeat. We have the middle term 4 over 3. We just divide by 2. 2. And 2, we know that 2 is just 2 over 1. To divide fraction by 2, we just get the reciprocal of 2, which is 1 half, and then multiply. So that would be 4 over 6. And we know that 4 over 6 is, we can lowest term this as 2 over 3. And then square the 2 over 3. This is 2 times 2, 4. Then 3 times 3, we have 9. Okay? This one. X squared plus 3 over 5x. What would be our last term?
Three tenths.
3/10,
9 hundredths.
9 over 100. Let's see. So this is 3 over 5 multiplied by
1 half.
1 half. So this would be 3 over 10, then squared. So this would be 9 over 100. And that's correct. Okay? That's 9 over 100. Question, Sophia?
No.
Okay. By the way, this one, we can have this one as, isn't it? This is x squared plus 4 and x plus 14, and this is just x plus 7 squared. Anyway. Okay. X squared plus 5x. What would be our last term? Okay,
No.
25.
No.
We have the middle term. What's our middle term?
5.
5x or 5. So we divide by 2.
2.5.
That is 5
5.
over 2. So we're not using decimal here. Okay, so this is just 5 over 2 then squared. So that would be
25 over 4.
25 over 4. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Christian. Number 1. X squared plus 18x. What would be our last term?
Squared plus
X squared plus 18x.
8x.
What would be our last term? We have
So 6.
x squared plus 18x. What would be our last term? The middle term is 18.
Oh, 18.
18.
I said 8.
18 divided by 2.
It's 9.
Right?
81.
That's 9. Then squared.
Yeah, 81.
That's correct. 81. Number 2. Sophia. X squared minus 4x.
They were just plus 4.
Okay, plus 4. That's correct. Number 3. Kiara. X squared plus 7x.
49 over 4.
Okay, that's 49 over 4. That's just 7 over 2 then squared. Easy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want more?
No. I'm good.
You're good. How about you, Sophia?
I'll pass. She's
You're
good.
fine. Yeah. Okay. How about if the middle term is missing? Because this time,
Then you divide by 2, right?
let's see.
Okay.
Okay, for example, we have x squared plus, okay, missing is the middle term, so we have the last term, 100.
10.
10.
X.
10x. Are you sure?
Yeah. 5. No.
Isn't it? Square root of 100 is
10.
10.
Oh, you divided by 5?
You just multiplied by 2.
Oh, so it'd be 20. So it's not 5? It's 20.
We're not going to divide this time.
20?
This will be 20x. Again, if the middle term is missing, you just square the last term, then multiply it by 2.
Okay.
Let's check if our answer is correct. Isn't it? This is x plus 10, right? Squared. So isn't it? This is x squared.
Yeah.
10 times x times 2,
20x.
20x, 100. See, we just rotate.
Okay.
Okay, how about this one? Christian. X squared minus, we have here the last term, 64. What would be our middle term? X squared, and our last term is 64.
16x.
Okay, what's the square root of 64?
8.
We have 8, then multiplied by
2.
2.
2. So the answer is 16. 16x.
Yep.
Still breathing?
I was ready. I got it
Inhale.
ready.
Exhale. We're just starting.
We're just starting.
No. Starting again. Okay, how about x squared plus the last term is 1 over 9.
question mark.
What is the square root of 1 over 9? Isn't it? This is the square root of 1 over 9.
I don't know. 1/3.
That is square root of 1. It's just the same as the square root of 1 over square root of 9. This one.
3.
So the square root of 1 is 1. The
Third.
square root of 9 is 3. Then,
2 ninths.
isn't it? We just multiply this one
By 2.
by 2. 1/3 times 2.
2/3.
That's 2/3. That is
I don't like that.
2/3 x.
I don't like that one.
You're not going to multiply 1 times 2, 2 times 3. No. It's just 2 times 1. This is 2 over 1. 2 times 1. Okay. 4 over 16.
2/4.
You just square this one. Square root of 4
8
is
6
2.
8/4.
Square root of 16,
4.
4. So 2/4, or that is 1/2,
Mm-hmm.
right? 1/2.
1.
Then 1/2 times 2, that would be
2 2s.
2, 2. Or that is
1.
1. Or that is 1 x. Or we can just write, since we are, isn't it, this is 2 over 4 over 16. This is 2 over 4.
Mm-hmm.
We can just write this one multiplied by 2. So this would be 4 over,
2.
oh, so just the same. 4 over 4. So 1x. It's just 1x. Okay? 1/4.
Yeah.
1. This is 2, right? 2/4. Then multiplied by 2. That's correct. 1x. Okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay? So on your book, okay, answer 1 to 4, 11A, and 1 to 4, 11B. 1 to 4, 11A, and 1 to 4, 11B.